really quick. I got it in there right now. I need to put it in the dryer. And there's a lot of stuff that I don't dry because of the like logos on the shirts. You don't put it in the dryer because and then they'll crinkle and then they'll break. So I won't do it on certain stuff. My mom waited till after 12 a.m. to pass away because it was my eldest son's birthday. So yeah, she asked on the set. Oh, you see, Caroline? I'm telling you, hon, there's things and ways and reasons for every single thing God does. Now, God didn't choose to give her cancer, okay? God did not choose that for her. Our way of life and what people have been serving us has been choosing that for us, okay? And some of the abuse that we did to our own bodies has done this as well. But just know God's taking her in the moment that He knows He could save her too. Maybe in there she'll get that awakening that she needs. But the point I'm trying to say is before she takes those last breaths, she needs to make good with her. That's the best advice you could give this woman is make sure that she's good with her maker. Make sure she's good with God. If I had 3 days to live, you not know I'd be getting baptized right now. I got 3 days to live. I would want to get baptized again. I would want prayers. And so when I enter that pearly gates, that I know I was loved by God's people. You know what I'm saying? I would want that. Like, and I feel that if anybody has a short amount of time, at least you're given that time to get closer to God. At least you're given that time to do. My dad did it. My dad died of cirrhosis of the liver. He went for a brain shunt thing for his brain. He died over the thing, but before he died, he was laying in his body, and we had to unplug him because there was no brain activity. We were just keeping his body alive, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because they said he was brain dead, but he was still in there. I know he was still in there. But listen, before my dad would have took his last breath, he would have been on his knees repenting to God and telling him, God, forgive me for my past. And I pray that, because he was such an honorable man that he prayed and he was on his Bible. He was always trying to get, and that's why I feel I got that from my dad. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how hard he was, I know he was protected. He was definitely anointed. He was definitely blessed. So I know in my life that my dad, God, when he took my dad, he took him in a way he knew he was going to heaven, And I feel that if she believes in God, she's going to get that calling too, But she's got to believe in God. And if not, God is so merciful, he's given her plenty of chances to get there. He's given him plenty of chances. Before she takes that last breath, he's given her so many chances just to fall on your knees and just say, I love you. And then when you see what he has in store for you, listen, everything that you doubted in your life will be answered when you go to heaven. When you go to heaven, every doubt you had down here will be answered, and you're going to be like, whoa, because it's above our own understanding. All this stuff is above our own understanding. What people tell us may not even be the truth, but what God tells us is the truth. And therefore, we need to honor that and know that. Look at the trying times it is now, Caroline. Carolyn, there's so many things happening right now. Like the Euphrates River and the Saudi Arabia drying up, and just so many damn times. There's even a suffering thing or thing it's being showed, and it's crazy. Like there's just so much proof being exploited that's showing that Jesus was alive, that he really did die for our sins, and he was a living person that was sinless. You know what I'm saying? And for that, I think God's showing more and more signs, more and more signs. You gotta see it. You gotta want to see it. You gotta try to see it. If you don't try to see it, then how are you ever gonna see it? You're never gonna want to see it. You're closing your eyes, just like the Pharisee was when all the plagues was happening. How many plagues do you think need to happen before you know you're testing God? You're really testing God. I mean, how many plagues did he go through? He was saying no, 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 no. Took his son to die, and he still said no. Or no, finally said yes after his son died because he was so upset. He thought that he was going to get over on God, and you're not getting over on God.